The themes identified in the reading of Scope by Tanya Zack were those of landscape, atmosphere, interdependencies, lives, and infrastructure. I represented them as follows. The landscape she speaks of in the text. In this forgotten landscape, a plume of smoke rising between the trees is not something anyone would pay much attention to. Conjured up the idea of a large chimney feature. I imagined a design resolution where the fire becomes articulated through an exaggerated chimney element, which accentuates the process through which the animal parts are extracted and cleaned. By setting this within the city, it takes on the idea of a living, active building. You know it is at work when the smoke is seen from above. The choking smoke they emit is sucked towards the cavities in the wall facing the street, blurring the thin veil of morning light that doesn't even attempt to enter from this western flank of the building. Fire is such an integral part of the purification process. The image it conjured up for me was hence the depiction of holy smoke in a cathedral setting. My representation of interdependencies highlight the many role players involved in the business and consuming of the cowhead. One cannot exist without the other. On Mondays, the abattoir slaughters. This means the deliveries to nearby butchers don't happen, and shopping carts full of heads are not pushed across Harrison Street all morning. This mundane exchange reminds me that as remarkable as I find this scene, the cutting of animal flesh is for many an ordinary daily routine all over the city. What struck me was how the cutting of cow heads is an everyday task. It is someone's job. I sought to draw a visual parallel between the everyday job of cutting cows' heads with an everyday image of the city. The image I chose speaks to particular inhabitants of the city who choose to be seen going about their business, paralleled with the butcher who operates in the shadows. From here you can access the most prosperous or the most economically deprived areas in Johannesburg. Here I used a highway in Lagos to demonstrate how infrastructure connects two opposing ends of the economic spectrum which exist in one place.